Hey loves, I'm your host Dee Shields, and I wanted to make sure that I came back for the beginning of the week topic. I'm going to share with you guys some qualities of a high value man, characteristics, traits of a high value man. We're going to talk about what I believe a high value man is, knowing that I am the daughter of a high value man, raised in a home watching my mother being treated well because my father was a high value man. I know that I can speak on this subject, right? Along with knowing high value men and seeing them follow all of the things on this list. So I have 11 things I'm going to list plus a bonus trait that we have not been talking about. And then we're going to come back for a part 2 so we can break down each one of these things, as well as I have a few tips that I'm going to share in here for the women. But mostly we're going to come back on the part 2 with the reactions, not only from the men, but the reactions from the women as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Self-confident is the first thing that we're going to talk about for the high value men. High value men recognize who they are. A high value man attracts women respectfully. A high value man knows how to attract a woman. And a key thing, he's self-confident in who he is. So a high value man doesn't have to talk about being self-confident. There are things that a high value quality man is going to show, and then you're just going to know that that person is a high value man. You're not going to have to listen to the words being delivered, because some men can be very clever in knowing the things on this list and knowing how to fool women. So you're going to have to learn how to recognize that this person authentically has these signs. Number 1, they are self-confident. A high value man embraces who he is as a man, does not second guess himself, makes decisions and sticks to those decisions that were made, does not give in to peer pressure at all. If the high value man is not comfortable doing it, a high value man will not participate in whatever that person is trying to get them to do. Self-confident quality men are always aware of what they want, and this gains respect and admiration from women, of course, but from a lot of people surrounding the high value man. So we're going to come back. We're going to get one song in.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone, yeah.
All right, let's try to remember to take notes, write that thing down. I am your host, Dee Shields. Follow me on social media. I am Dee Shields. I am DeeShields. Hashtag I am Dee Shields for content. Listen, money does not have anything for, it has a lot to do with what the high value man becomes, but it does not define, make, or the instant thing to recognize a high value man. So I'm seeing that across social media. So let's stop saying that. Money by itself does not define a high value man. So you need to know the things on this list in order to recognize high value quality men. Second thing, number 2, a high value man is a leader. So we said number 1, they're self-confident. Number 2, a high value man is a leader. Even if it's scary, a high value man steps up to the plate. A high value man, a quality man, isn't a follower. They do not just go along with what others think that they should do. A high value man takes initiative, lets the actions speak, not words, actions speak for who they are. Unsettling moments A high value man will stay calm when things are going into some state of chaos. They're not going to lose their cool. Quality men do not lose their cool. They find a solution. They remain calm. A high value man is a leader. Okay, so let's make sure that we write that down. Number 3, a high value man takes care of himself. Okay? A high value man recognizes the importance of detailed self-care, extremely detailed self-care. A high value man maintains good hygiene. And just to let you know, high value men love handcrafted soaps. They use shea butter. They take care of their body with natural products. High value men love detailed self-care. They maintain good hygiene, right? All over, the high value man's going to trim the beard if he has one. They're going to make sure that the hair is cut and trimmed and neat. They're going to have clean clothes on, not wrinkled. High value men pay attention not only to their clothing, but high value men pay attention to their bodies. They're not sloppy. High value men pay attention to the diet that they take in. They're careful about the foods that they eat. They love to make sure that it's not processed and disgusting. They're careful about what they're putting into their temple, right? High value men exercise constantly, 3, 4, 5 times a week. They're exercising, taking care of their temple, their body, the leadership, right? High value men have positive attitudes. A high value man knows how to carry himself, and that is what makes the quality high value men extremely attractive. Has nothing to do with looks. It's just making sure that they're put together at all times. Number 4, a high value man lives with order and with class. These are experts on this. This is people that witnessed this. My father was everything on this list, right? These are people that I've seen this with my uncles. I've seen this with mentors. I have a best friend that's this way. This is what high value men do, right? High value men are organized and classy. They are the first thing that you think of when you think of a high value man. You're going to think about how they're always together, how they always keep it together, how they're always walking and carrying themselves with class, right? Regarding structure in the high value man's life, he has it all figured out. Okay, not just writing down little goals. He goes beyond the goals. Really sits down and plans the endeavors for the future. Little bitty things as well. Like a high value man is extremely detailed, right? A high value man takes care of his home, makes sure that his home is clean, works as a team to keep the home clean. A high value man takes care of his car, is going to keep his car clean, right? This is not saying that men that have a lot of the things on the list, but they don't do these things, that they can't become these things. Just know that if you are a high value man and you consider yourself a high value man, you need to follow through with all the things. So you need to now begin to work on the things on this list, right? High value men stay on top of their bills, pay their bills, make sure that things are on time, or if not, they're negotiating and making sure that they have communicated, working out deals, making sure that their deadlines are met, taking care of the bills and what needs to be paid and what isn't, what should be taken away from, making sure the investments are all in order. That's what high value quality men do. Whether they have a lot of money or a little money, they manage it well, right? It shows true dedication to a man's discipline and responsibility to be this way. When a high value man sets out to do something, they make sure that they get it done. It is important to carry yourself like that at all times in order to be considered a high value man. Number 5, a high value man is well mannered. Being classy requires a man to have excellent manners. With a skill like classy, a high value quality man easily conquers social settings with ease and confidence. The quality man uses these skills to navigate shifting the norms and points of views. He's well-rounded, so he can easily adapt to any setting that you have a high-value man in. He's going to adapt with ease and with class, has no effort, just gets right in there and can get along with anybody in the room. It comes natural to a high-value man to be able to hold a conversation with anyone. High-value men always say these things. Please, thank you. High-value men hold doors open for women. They expect nothing in return. They don't curse women out or make comments if a woman says nothing when they hold the door. They just do it because this is what they know that they expect of themselves. Right? High-value men smile often. And high-value men tip often. They tip well. My father would do $20 or more. High-value men are real good, generous tippers. Women or men, it doesn't matter. The waitress, the waiter knows their name when they go somewhere. They carry themselves a certain way. It's expected because they give this. People know what to expect when that person comes. They're never going to be caught off guard. Number 6, high-value men are lifetime learners. Intelligence is extremely attractive. No one can take away from that. So high-value men always keep an open mind. They're actively seeking new information, new challenges. They're not dismissing the new that comes along. High-value men have a fierce intellectual curiosity that motivates them to continue to learn and grow. High-value men are always seen reading. They build relationships with their mentors. Those are hobbies that they have. Ongoing education constantly happening with the high-value quality man. This type of high-value quality man is emotionally mature, ladies. Mentally sharp, informed, never ashamed to say, hey, can you help me for a second? High-value men do not have issues with asking for help. Write that down. And then we have number 7. High-value men make plans and follow through. High-value men always follow through on a strict plan set. They value their time. They're not going to be nasty with you if their time is knocked off by you. They're going to still treat you with class and respect. But just know that the high-value man values his time and will speak up if you are disrespecting their time. They won't do it in a nasty way, though. High-value men do not talk in a degrading way to women. High-value men pack their days with purposeful activities at all times. It's important to know that high-value men have a plan. They're consistent with having a plan. They don't just jump up and do for the day, right? High-value man knows how to balance their personal and their professional life. How many men do you know not capable of balancing what they do at work, in the community, and at home? That's not a high-value man. That's a high-value man in need of training, or a potential high-value man in need of training, should we say, right? High-value men know how to interact well with social and career peers. Quality high-value men know how to fully engage in a balanced way with and for all of the members of their family. No one ever wonders if a high-value man will show up. A high-value man will always be there. You will not have to worry or guess or think a high-value man's going to follow through. Okay? High-value men carefully plan their dates. They book the date. They set the reservations if needed. High-value men confirm all the details of the date. Do you understand that? If you're going out with someone that didn't have a plan, that's not a high-value man. That should be a t-shirt. If date involves activities, the high-value man will let women know to pack the proper shoes and attire for the date. He won't have his date unprepared. A high-value man will make sure that she knows everything that she needs for that outing. Pay attention to these details, ladies, because listen, you got to choose the better man that is for you. The potential is not ready to be in a relationship with you. Wait until he's following the things on this list, right? You can get yourself in a world of trouble jumping in, knowing that the man doesn't have all of these things, talking from experience, trying to see if this thing could work out. And then you're going to have to wait patiently as the man grows into a high value man, because high value women are capable of getting the man in their relationship to be a high value man. Need to say it again? High value women are capable of getting the man in their relationship to be a high value man. But that's a whole nother topic. Remind me to come back to that. Part 2, okay? Seemingly not a big deal, yet it really does. All these things reveal insight into the character of a man. That's why we're talking about the high value man. This is a paradigm shift happening, and I told you guys that with the pandemic. With this paradigm shift is understanding what is to be expected of high value quality people. Excellence, what's to be expected of that? Character that shows that the high value man understands the importance of upholding a high set of principles at all times. A high value man upholds a high set of principles at all times. Number 8, high value men are not afraid to commit. Okay, I had to write these notes down because I wanted to make sure that you guys are crystal clear, and I do not want to get too far off topic. We will come back for part 2 to go into details. High value men recognize the necessity for stability. They understand the importance of commitment, whether committing to themselves or to self-development, a job or a project or a relationship. High value quality men do not need several women chasing them in order to feel validated. High value men are content with one special woman in their life who loves and appreciates them. A high value man expects that from his high value woman. Simply put, lovers, quality men commit to what they value versus jumping from one woman to the next, never really fully committing and never really building a foundation with where they are. High value men always know where they want to be and where they want to be with you. You don't have to go and ask, is this a relationship? Remember that, defining the relationship that I talk about in my book? You don't have to ask. High value men know, and they're going to let you know, and you're going to know and feel no need to ask questions. Number 9, high value men are passionate about things other than their relationship. The high value men are not, at the same time that they know who they are and who they want, they're not clingy. They have outside interests. High value quality men have hobbies. They go to the gym. They go on walks. They have meetings and connections and outings with their mentors. Okay. High value men make time for these things away from their relationship. And key thing that Dee Shields needs you to know, high value men can be trusted to only, while away, be doing right by their relationship when not with their wife, lover, person who they say they're in the committed relationship with. High value men doing all of this sparks interest in his daily life and move forward with life plans and goals. They always know where they are, where they stand with you, where you stand. You're always going to be sure. There's never going to be a question mark. It's this passion and ambition that exists in the high value man that makes the high value man more attractive, not looks. Understanding that the high value man has to follow all of the things on this list. That's what makes them attractive. High value man, number 10. High value men own their faults and their wrongdoings and their mistakes. Conflict is inevitable often in relationships. So a quality high value man is not afraid to admit his wrong, his faults. A high value man owns the mistakes rather than blame their partner for what happened. Write that down. Owning mistakes is a sign that the high value man values his relationship on equal terms as a partnership. There is no power difference. There are no control hierarchies happening in a connection with the high value men. There is no power difference or control hierarchies happening in the connection with the quality high value man. Number 11, high value men understand that a woman of value can choose. High value men understand that many things in life are subjective. High value men understand that many things in life are subjective. Attraction, main one of those things that are subjective. Women own the right to be attracted to or not attracted to the man that's presenting themselves to her. High value men know how to deal with this rejection from any woman and still treat any woman with the utmost respect when that rejection happens. A high value man accepts that the woman has made another choice, and high value men understand that he just wasn't one of them. He moves on with ease. High value men move on with ease, not allowing rejection to diminish their self-worth. No name calling, no attitude, no stalking, no overcalling. Let it go. Move on. She made a choice. High value men move on with ease. They don't blink twice about it. Here's a bonus. High value men take care of their spiritual growth. They believe in something higher than themselves. High value men believe in some form of power outside of human life that are guiding him along the way. Every man with the right people in their environment are capable of being a man of high value, a man of high quality. They need to be around the right men and women in order to be this if they are not there right now. Every man is capable of being a man of value, of high value and high quality. So simply choose to commit to being a high value man, a high quality man. When men invest in themselves as quality people, they follow through with discipline. A high value man will be worthy enough to earn the title of high value man when following all of the things that I just listed today. This isn't a journey of perfection. Instead, think of it like commitment to consistency, to consistently pursue excellence. Don't be faking it. No self-evaluation, no self-elevation. That should not be happening. High value men don't self-elevate themselves. They are confident in who they are, and that confidence will show, and they know who they are, but they're not going to make themselves constantly tell you that they're better than you, especially if they're doing that in a relationship with a woman. No self-elevation, focus over others. Instead, high value men succeed and inspire others to succeed. All of this defines a high value man. Remember, we're going to come back for part 2 to break all these things down. I'm your host, Dee Shields. We had a discussion today on the high value man. You can tweet me, Facebook, Instagram me, and have a more conversation under the post. This will be posted up on Instagram, and you can put your comments underneath there. I am Dee Shields, and that's the handle on Twitter as well. I am DEESHIELDS. What are your thoughts on, do you agree? Do you want to add to? Do you want to share whatever it is that you want to share? Are you a high value man? Let's see you in the comments.
You're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. Too caught up in your love.